Welcome to the Equi-Heart Pledge. I'm Dr. Jen, and today I'm here again with the herd, following up from yesterday's healing session. So after the healing session that was the reconnection to my higher self, I noticed a change this morning. There was a shift, and there was a moment when I had a choice. Like yesterday when I stepped out of the box, I had a choice. There was a new energy available, and I had a choice to step into the new energy or stay stuck in the old. And like most of you know, if change were easy, we all would have changed already. And so this morning, even though the energy was there for me to step into, I made the same old choice. And so, needless to say, that's a little frustrating for me, and I'm sure for the herd, who did such beautiful work yesterday. So I thought I would come back out here today and see what they had to tell me about my choice. So Frolics, come on over here to help me see what's up with this. And I'm just going to tune into my body, into that space this morning when I had the choice. So I'm going to close my eyes here. I'm going to tune into what that felt like. Frolic here is supporting me. So as I tuned into that, what I got was that clearly there was a part that is still not ready to embrace that change, maybe even doesn't believe that that change is possible, and so made the choice in alignment with the old pattern instead of the new pattern. So I'm going to take this to Saren and see what she can help me with. So I'm standing with Saren and I'm explaining to her my predicament, my resistance to making this change, and I'm breathing into my body, and Saren is showing me that I'm a magnificent, powerful being of light, and that nobody is going to be able to make me change. I'm going to have to choose the change. At which point Charm here decides this is really about all of us, and she better come in to support this healing. So she's joined us. And I decide I'm ready to work with this resistance to change, so I assume the position with Saren. And she works with me a little differently than yesterday. She's just licked and chewed to show that she's ready to help move this resistance. And she chooses to work in different spaces, but very specific places in my head this time, like the back of the head, the temporal lobe. The ear, she spends some time, 15 seconds at a time, breathing right into my ear, breathing right into my nostril, sending energy codes through some of the portals in my body. And as I receive those, I feel things start to loosen. And she starts to suggest that this pattern is about inactivity versus activity. And she's starting to say that I'm going to have to choose action. It doesn't even matter what action, but I have to choose action in this case. And she's starting to yawn here, because what I'm starting to reach into here is this resistance to action. And when I feel blocked energy in my body, it often starts as a yawn that gets stuck in my throat, and sometimes I even gag a little, or I won't be able to yawn fully. And so Saren was I just gagged there a little bit. And Saren was yawning to help me release that stuck energy that comes through my throat and gets bottlenecked there. And so for the rest of the session, she helps me go from this blocked yawn and gagging to be able to freely move that energy through my throat chakra. And you can hear me breathing and yawning and trying to move it. as Saren helps me loosen up the energies in the chakra. She moves from my hands to my head, my hands to my head. And it's hard to see because we're not that close, but there I am yawning. That was a pretty big yawn, but it was still not a full yawn, so I've made some progress. And Saren and Charm and the rest of the herd are actually right around us, are continuing to support, shifting and dissolving the stuck energy. Charm just licked and chewed, showing that I just released a little bit of a blockage. And you could see that I was just thanking them because I was able to get more of a yawn in. So I'm almost ready. I can almost feel like it's full. So I stand up and I'm putting my hands over those blocked chakras, the heart and the throat, to help finally release the last of the resistance. And you can hear me still gagging a little bit. It's not 100% open. There's still some more work to be done. And so I feel like I can help move that energy by shaking it off a little bit. And I'm breathing deeply and asking for that energy to be dissolved. And there I just got in a pretty big yawn, but not a full one. So I move into Saren's, closer to her heart chakra here, to see if I can dissolve the last little bit that seems stuck. And I'm breathing. Breathing. And then Saren lets me know that it's done. And right here I'm going to let out a full, complete yawn. Which means I've completed. I went from the stuck, resistant.
So what action do you need to take to move forward today, whether or not you really feel like it? I invite you to take that action and start moving forward to allow that shift to anchor into your life today. I'll see you tomorrow.